Hello everyone and welcome back to Obas Trending Gist. Is the Nigerian economy stable or is it in a complete free fall? A massive debate has just erupted online following a recent visit by the Director General of the World Trade Organization, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, to President Tinubu. While the visit was framed as a positive assessment, ferry activist and former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore did not hold back in his response. He has described the entire affair as a PR stunt that went bust. In this video, we are going to break down his explosive take on Channels TV and why he believes the attempt to paint a rosy picture of the economy failed spectacularly. First, let's watch the clip.
Let's segue to some of the few stuff in the country. I'm sure that you are also, you know very well of Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala's visit to the president. I was delighted that the president at least waited to meet with her before he traveled, and I like the fact that Dr. Okonjo-Iweala said that look, social safety nets are important. Something that I haven't seen a lot of coordination in this administration. What's your take generally about what she said and how it's been made out?
I think it was an outing that went bust because I don't know who recruited who, but I think she was making it look like things are working in the country, the economy is stable. But you cannot claim that an economy that was coming from 400 Naira to a dollar, there's now 15,000 Naira in 2 years. I mean, 1,500 is stable. You can't say that the economy where you have almost the highest inflation in years is stable, except they have redefined the meaning of stability.
Economic stability.
And I'm not a fan of Okonjo-Iweala. I was opposed to her when they were doing the same thing during Obasanjo. That time the retort was, oh, if we pay back our debt, we will exit this debt cycle.
Which we did.
And then we'll be back. But now, worse off. And our position then was that we didn't need to pay back those debt. We could have taken the route that Argentina took and other nations. Invest that money, $8 billion at that time, could have given us a high-speed railway from Lagos to Maiduguri. Some real serious infrastructure that would have been yielding investments, but they wanted to do it because that's what they exist for. They are lackeys of the World Bank and the IMF. And she's their number one as far as Nigeria is concerned. It's just like when you owe a bank too much and they appoint for you a commissioner of finance. You know what that means. Right. So so that's who she is. So I don't, like I said.
So you think that she was trying to get...
She was trying to help them because, she came at a time the UK, the World Bank, and all of them were already saying that, the Nigerian economy,
same thing.
They're all saying the same. She was here to just put an icing on the cake, but I don't think she met a good reception from that outing.
Certainly,
because the people who are the receiving end of this terrible economic situation in the country didn't take lightly to it. And unlike before, there are more ways to amplify these voices of the people who are suffering. You have TikTok now, and you have people who are selling agidi, cola nut on TikTok, so they can reach as many people as someone who is on your show. Some of them more. So she couldn't have gotten away with it. If it was maybe 2003. Should have gotten away with it. It's 2025.
These days now,
it's a different
with the what we call the democratization of communication. It's difficult to hide under anything.
Yes.
Okay,
All right, welcome back. So let's break down exactly what we've just heard. It was short, but every sentence was loaded. First, Sowore immediately dismisses the entire visit as an outing that went bust. He directly attacked the central claim that the Nigerian economy is stable. His evidence: the drastic and painful devaluation of the Naira. He points out that you cannot claim an economy that has seen its currency plummet from around 400 Naira to the dollar to nearly 1,500 Naira to the dollar in just a couple of years is stable. He also references the crushing inflation. which is one of the highest in years, as another clear sign of instability. Second, he goes a step further and questions Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala's motive. He frames her as a lackey of the World Bank and the IMF. What he's implying here is that her assessment isn't an objective one, but rather part of a narrative pushed by these global financial institutions regardless of the reality on the ground for ordinary Nigerian. He then pulls a powerful example from history, her time as finance minister under Obasanjo's administration. He recalls the period when Nigeria paid off its $18 billion debt, a move that was celebrated at the time. However, Sowore argues that this was a monumental mistake. He claimed that money should have been invested in transformative infrastructure like a high-speed railway from Lagos to Maiduguri, which would have yielded long-term economic benefits for the country. Instead, he argues the money was used to satisfy foreign creditors. This historical context is key to his argument. He is positioning her current action as part of a long-standing pattern of prioritizing international financial interest over Nigeria's internal development. So now for my critical take on this, what Sowore has tapped into here is the massive credibility gap between the pronouncements of leaders and the lived reality of the people. For the average Nigerian struggling to buy food, pay rent, or fuel their generator, the term economic stability sounds completely disconnected from their world. It feels like gaslighting. This is where Sowore's argument, whether you agree with his politics or not, gains so much traction. He is articulating the frustration that millions feel. The clash here is between two different worlds: the world of macroeconomic indicator and high-level diplomatic meeting, and a world of the street market and the daily hustle. Dr. Okonjo-Iweala's visit was undoubtedly intended to signal confidence to international investors and partners. But in the age of social media, which Sowore cleverly alludes to, that top-down narrative is no longer enough. People can now use platforms like TikTok and X to share their economic hardship in real time, creating a powerful bottom-up counter-narrative that is often believed because it's real. Ultimately, this fiery exchange on Channels TV goes beyond a simple disagreement. It's a battle for the soul of Nigeria's economic story. Is it a story of difficult but necessary reform on the path of stability, as the government would have us believe? Or is it a story of failed policies and external dictation that continues to impoverish the majority, as Sowore argues? Right now, the court of public opinion, the narrative of struggle and hardship seems to be drowning out of the official whispers of stability. So, there you have it, an intense and incredible critical perspective on the state of Nigeria's economy. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with Sowore's blunt assessment, or do you believe Dr. Okonjo-Iweala's visits signal hope for the economy? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Obas Trending Gist for more trending analysis, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.